What will be Donald Trump's first act as president? It may be the declaration of a national emergency because Trump wants to keep his election promise. So on his first day in office, he plans to order mass deportations. And he will deploy the US military for this. Says who? Well, the man himself. The president-elect put this out on social media on his own platform, which is called Truth Social. And when he says mass deportations, how many people is he talking about? It could be millions of people. That's what Trump's team says. Listen to this.
We want to see a large number, by the millions of self-deportations as well. And so these are pragmatic places to start. That would give us, yes, the largest mass deportation in American history.
Obviously, you cannot deport millions of people in a single day, but Donald Trump wants to start big. He wants to make a splash on day one, so he's focusing on picking a team that can do the job. He's appointing loyalists to handle deportations, like Kristi Noem, who will lead the Department of Homeland Security. This is the agency which deports illegals from the United States. Then we have Tom Homan, who has been named Trump's border czar. So the team is in place, but do they have a plan? How will they go about it? Who will they target first? Reports say people from 4 countries are on Donald Trump's radar. 4 countries: Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Joe Biden had rolled out a special policy for these 4 countries. Their citizens could enter America without a visa. They had to fulfill some other criteria. They had to clear a vetting process, get an American citizen to sponsor them, and then they could come without a visa. Nearly 530,000 migrants benefited from this policy. They could live and work in America for 2 years. Trump now wants to expel them. He plans to wind up this program when he takes office. Plus, he'll sign some executive orders to widen the deportation net to make sure more people can be thrown out. This could include pumping more money into enforcement agencies, hiring more officers for deportation, and building vast holding facilities or staging centers, places where you can hold migrants until they're sent back. And to do all of this, he plans to deploy the US military. Now, this proposal has triggered controversy because this would mean troops on American soil, American troops on American soil. To do this, Donald Trump will have to use emergency powers. He will have to declare a national emergency, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, is an extreme step and will most likely be challenged in court.
The reality will hit the government and the new government on day one of what they can do or what they cannot. They may have plans. I don't believe that they will be easy for them to implement anything.
But this is unlikely to deter Trump. He has seen more than his fair share of legal challenges. Even in his first term in office, many of his immigration policies were struck down by courts. This time, though, he can hope for a better strike rate and more favorable verdicts because of the judges that he appointed. Before leaving office in 2021, Trump had appointed more than 200 federal judges. They're still around. Plus, the Supreme Court has a conservative majority. 6 out of 9 judges in the US Supreme Court were appointed by the Republicans. So this time, the odds are stacked against Trump's rivals, also against countries like Mexico.
If we had a war with a country like Mexico, we wouldn't lose people like that. This is bigger than a war.
Illegal immigration is a bigger challenge than a war. That's what Donald Trump says. And most illegal immigrants enter America through land borders from neighboring countries. So Trump reports say he could restrict visas. Just like he uses tariffs on the trade front, Trump could leverage American visas and extract concessions from neighbors. Basically, he's looking to weaponize the US immigration policy. It's a typical Trump move, and it should surprise no one, honestly. He promised to be tough on immigrants. He was voted to power on this plank, and now he plans to walk the talk.